What time is it? It's Hamster Games time, and it's time to play a brand new game on this channel. Like, guys, this game is called Ostriv, and this game, it's so good. Okay, it's just so good. Okay, so if you watch me play Cliff and you enjoy it, this is a game you'll love. You'll love it, because I bought this back in when it was in Alpha 1. It was just so good. I spent so many hours playing it. Now I'm gonna play it again. This is a city builder. It's set in Ukraine, I believe, and it's just like a historical-ish city builder. And yeah, it's just so good. Let's just start a new game. Okay, so you're gonna pick a map. And now this is Alpha 2. I have not played Alpha 2 yet, so this is kind of like a first look in Alpha 2, but I've played Alpha 1, so I assume I should be good at the game anyways. I do like rivers, so I kind of like this one. I think this was the one that was back in Alpha 1. This is like a big lakes, less rivers. That's cool too. But I think... Oh, actually the lake could be interesting. And having done like a big parts on different sides of it. Let's pick the lake thingy. Oh, look at that. Isn't this a beautiful map? Like, guys, look at that. Oh, the lake. You can see the date. Oh, I love this game so much. You know, I might say, what differentiates this from other city builders? And I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you straight up from the get-go. There's a feature in the game. And the first time I heard it, I was like really kind of irritated. I was like, really? That's what we're gonna do? Come on. But the game from a gameplay point of the feature from the gameplay point of view is just epic. So what's the feature? The feature is that men and women cannot have the same job. So there's a specific jobs that you can give to both genders, one to women, one to men. And from a gameplay point of view, this is amazing because what this does is the fact that you have families, and families have a certain amount of money. If they run out of money, they leave. And you don't want that to happen, so you need to figure out a way to have everybody employed all the time. And it's really fun because you have some sort of stuff, and that you can give jobs to women, for example, like farming. But then you are like, whoa, but all these men don't have a job, so then you give stuff for the men to do, and men usually have more job options. But then like the women don't have a job, and then the families go bankrupt, and it's just so much fun to get. And then you can learn. And some families are good with money, and some are really bad. And the families that are really bad with money, they are like always out of money, and they're like, I don't know what to do with you. And then you make the man the mayor, and so he'll make like twice the money, and still they're going back, and they're like, what's wrong with you, family? Just like handle the money. It's just so much fun. Okay, so we can pick a camp location. So I want to pick something kind of in the middle, close to like trees, which is great. Also close to water, so we can do fishing. So we're gonna do kind of, it'd be actually better to go maybe a bit more yeah, well here could be good as well. Now we're gonna go back down here, I think. Just look at these places. Ooh, but this is the best place because we have some trees here. We also have a lot of space to build our big village. So we're gonna build it, we're gonna place it here, like this. Yeah. So this is our camp. Now, at the moment it's March. Well, once it moves to winter, you're gonna need to have houses built. And if you don't have them built, all your people are going to leave. At least that's how it was in Alpha 1. And you can already click on a tent and you can see what kind of people live here. So we have Volodymyr and Odarka. And they're both 26 and 27. They're both unemployed, and they have 2 children, Victor and Artem. And this is what they currently have like in stock, and the wealth they have, and they're buying stuff for the money, so it's just really cool. And you can see these tents, but if it's winter and they don't have anywhere to live, they will leave you. And they're together called the Zemliani family. So yeah, this is just, oh, this game is so good. Okay, so we want to build a house. In order to build a house, we need nails. Oh wait, let me do it again. We need nails, we need planks, essentially. So we want to look at what do we have here. We have economy. Yeah, we have 12 thatch, 1600 nail, and 10 iron, but we have no planks. So first thing we need to build is we need to build forester to be able to produces wood, firewood, and bark from nearby trees. So let's go with the forestry. We can orient it whichever way we like. I think I'm going to orient it to like this way. So it seems like they kind of have the open space towards the tree. And this is going to get built slowly. And you can see we immediately have builders. And this is just like a job that the men get assigned to themselves if they're laborers. So if you have a man that doesn't have a job, or women too. They're laborers, and they will do whatever they can. So wherever they can help out, men can build stuff, women can't. And then you have like labor job, like help carry stuff out, and they will do that, and they will get paid while they're doing it, but not for the remainder of the time. So we're gonna build our forestry. And then we would also like to build, yeah, that's about it. We want to produce wood, firewood, and bark from nearby trees, which is very important. And now that we have wood, we can then use it. Okay, then we also need nails. So we need to have something that turns iron into nails. So we're going to have smithy, which produces nails. So we're going to grab that. And I would like to have a smithy kind of like in the center of the city. So I'm going to build it like this way, maybe. Like right here. And we're going to start the time. And we can watch the men. They're gonna go here towards the storage. They're gonna grab some stuff here, and they're gonna move to start building this thing. So if we click on it, forestry, we have construction in progress. We need wood and nail for that. We can also get like give foresters task to chop this tree, so we can pick and click individually on trees, or they'll just like do whatever trees they want to do. And you can see this guy. This is as far as I can zoom in. And he's already moving. Zinoi Kushnir. And he's moving with his nails towards this forestry in order to make wood. And then we have another guy who's carrying all the wood that he has. Bring it on the cart to make a forestry, which will allow us to make a lot more wood. So let's just watch them. Ooh, this game. Oh, I remember how many hours I've played with this game in Alpha 1. Oh, I'm excited. I know it might not be so exciting at the moment when you're watching it, but it's just like, I can't tell you how good this game is. And this is not even at Steam yet. It's just really early access. It's Alpha 2, but it's just so good. I love this game so much. And they're carrying it all here, and the building process is just really fun to watch. I could speed it up, but I kind of want to watch it myself. And they take these carts, and you have to make these carts. Like, you have some from the get-go, but then you have to make, like, cool stuff, and it's just really good. And this guy, he's a builder. He's going to the construction site to start building. And there, you can see they're emptying the stuff from... So it's not just that they start building automatically. You can actually see all the parts of the process. Like, they're carrying the stuff from the carts to this little thingy. And then, oh, this guy. And then they're gonna start building it. Oh, look at that! He's carrying it from there to make the pillars. And then he's like putting it in with his hammer. Oh, this game! I forgot how good this game is. And you can see he's making all the parts. I'm gonna speed it up a bit. We can see like they're individually making it one by one. They're putting the pillars there. You can literally watch them. You can see this here. Just like it's like the first part where we need wood and nail. Then it's going to be second part, which is just work. And then again we need wood and nail, work, wood and nail, work. And the other guys are going to keep carrying more wood so that we can actually build this stuff. Now we could allow a bit more men. So we can say, hey, I want to allow everyone to work here if I can. We have like 10 families, I believe, from the get-go. Yeah, it's actually telling us to build forestry for wood production. I didn't even look at that. Look at this! They're carrying these things over there. Where are you gonna carry that? Ooh, I mean, look, can't you just admit that's just so good? This is, oh, I love this so much. But nothing I get this excited about, but like, it just, you can see every little part of the process. This card is kind of sticking out of it. Oh, and it moved on top of the thing. Did you see that? Like, they moved the card on top of the thing. Ooh, that kind of like, oh, this is just even better. It's almost like a real, well, I don't know if it's like a real, but it's like almost like a real production. Like you can really, well, real building, not production. You can really see like every step of the way, and then eventually want them to make this, like the smithy, to make more nails. But right now we're just gonna keep watching this, and they're making. I love the way the walls just kind of like slowly rise up. That's also really fun and really cool thing to watch. Ooh. And we need a lot of wood to be able to build our other buildings, and especially houses. Okay, so forestry is done, so I'm just gonna pause actually. And we have no workers. Now these men are then gonna start building this this thing, the smithy, so that's okay, we want them to do that, but we need some workers. So we're gonna have 1, 2, I think I'm gonna have 3 workers. We have 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is Do we have only 9 families? I thought we had 10. How many families do I have? You can see it somewhere. Yeah, it's here in the population. We have 18 adults. Okay, so we have 9 men. I thought we had 10. Okay. Now this, I believe, is for men only. You can see it somewhere. Yeah, higher options. You cannot click on higher women. See, it's like men only. So, and you can change their wage. We're going to keep it 100%. And we're going to allow 3 men to be foresters. And we can also set like a plant trees. You can plant them like individually. Actually, no. Ooh, I have not seen this feature yet. Ooh, we could plant trees like this. Ooh, that is interesting. So let's try to plant trees over there. I haven't seen this yet. It's just like a yeah, it's just regular wood trees, I guess. It looks kind of ugly, but I'm gonna keep it this way because I just wanna. Or actually, let's remove that. Demolish. Can we not just demolish it? Yeah. And we're gonna do it in the forest. So we're gonna plant the trees. Kind of like, I don't know, like. Need to remove. Yeah, it's okay. We actually want them to remove trees because we can use them. And we're gonna rotate the field. Can we not rotate the field? Okay, I'll try this one last time. If this doesn't work, then this wasn't in the previous alpha, so I think it's cool. So we wanna start up here, and then we're gonna go in the back, and we're gonna have like a forest like that. Cool. So we're gonna replant the trees in that area, and then we also want them to actually like get the stuff. We can set up a limit for bark. So we're gonna set a limit of like 37, maybe 40 on bark. 200. We're gonna lower this down to 100 firewood and 200 wood and 12 logs. And we already have our first worker, Mr. Alexei Kalenik, and he's starting to work there. So let's go. We can turn on the time, and we're gonna have a little bit more workers starting to work there soon. But the first guy's already coming. You can see that he's going there. He's going to get me some wood. So now that we have that, we need to start building houses. So for that, we need nails, wood. Then we need bark, and is it snatch, I think? So we're gonna build it over here. We can actually rotate it. So how do we want to place our buildings? I think we might actually want to have like a row of houses kind of going this way, and then we can have like a path behind it. And the paths, they're like automatically made from the way the people move, which I think is really cool. So we're gonna have our first house up here. And for this we need wood, nail, thatch, and clay. Now we have some thatch, and we can get more. No, we cannot get more. This is just giving me bark, so we need more thatch. So, build houses for all families in the camp before the winter comes. Yes, but I also kind of need thatch for that, which I can get from. Oh, Smithy can also. Yeah, we can get clay from a clay pit. So let's place a clay pit. Oh, this is really big. I don't know. We're gonna place it, I think, close towards here. Towards this forestry. I'll place it kind of in here. Clay pit. Good. Look at that. And we'll have just one worker working there as soon as that gets built. And we also need something to make thatch, which I believe is thatchery. Yeah. Gathers and dries reeds for roof thatching. So we need to place that close towards the reeds. That's gonna be here. And we're gonna orient it actually towards the river, so it's gonna be like close to like a fisherman piers, which we're gonna have here at some point. Place it like that. And I don't know, I think women can work here. So we're gonna send some women there so that I can actually make money as well. And speed up the time a little bit, so we're starting to make some wood. And you can see up here like what we're slowly like going to make. Like reforestation area, they're gonna work on that as well. Then we have village house and thatchery in queue, but right now they're working on the smithy. You can see they're all working, and we can say like, for example, we don't want this guy to work there. He's gonna probably move to work, yeah, in the forestry instead, which is actually good for us because we need a lot of wood. And you can see up here that we have 5.73 drinking water, 12 trash. It says infinite clay, but shouldn't it say like 0 clay? I'm not quite sure about that. Then iron and 1,340 nails. So a lot of nails. And we're gonna start making stuff. Okay, we need wood for that. which we don't currently have. That's okay. We're making some here. We're actually gonna set the firewood bark to 0 because this just needs wood, and we're gonna focus on maybe logs to 2, and we're just gonna focus on the wood because that's what I want right now. I just want them to make the wood. We're also gonna take off another person because we want all 3 people working here so we can start making stuff. And you can already see that the wood here is reserved. That means that somebody is already like saying, hey, I'm gonna take it, and they're gonna take it and they're gonna bring it to, I don't know if they bring it to the camp. I think they might just be able to straight up bring it to the, let's see. Yeah, they're bringing it straight to here. They're like, I know I can do that, so they're just straight up gonna bring it to that, which I think is really cool. So you don't need to stop at like a storage place. You just go straight from one place to another. It's really cool. I think we can watch them build this. You can see the walls slowly going up. And we're in March, so we have some time, but we need to watch out to be able to build the houses in time. We're also gonna need some food for our people so that they're not starving. Really important. But first I really want to focus on the houses, because if winter comes and they are not, have no place to stay, it's gonna be bad. Okay, so we have finished up at Smithy. I'm only gonna allow 1 worker to work there. We can have women here. No, we can have men as workers. We can have laborers, which can essentially help out if you need to carry some more stuff. I am not going to allow any laborers at the moment. And I think I'm gonna turn off metal parts because we don't need those. So we'll just work on nails because we don't need metal parts at the moment. And you can see we're starting to working on the production of our house. Village house, it needs clay, wood, nail, and thatch. And we're also doing working in the forestation area, which is cool. Oh yeah, so actually we don't need any worker in the clay pit. Okay, that's why we have infinite clay. Okay, that's cool. I think before that you needed to have a worker there in the previous alpha, but apparently you don't need to anymore. Reserved 10 wood. Good. So we have a lot of wood, which is fantastic. So now we can actually allow some firewood as well. Workers, that's great. And we're building our very first house. Now after that we're going to need to build more of our houses, so I'm going to set it up. We need 9 of them because we have 9 people, so let's start working on that. We want to have them, and you can see this is really cool, like the fences, they kind of join up together, so you can do some really interesting sort of shapes, which I think is really cool. So we're going to have our second house next to it, and I'm also going to build a third house like this. I want to have him, this one's going to be kind of tiny, it's just like for the poor people. Well, not poor, but like they have a much less, and you can change this. You can say like, hey, I want this to be kind of like bigger or like smaller, which I think is really cool. So we're going to have a couple smaller houses on this side, and then we're going to move like in a lane around. You can see we're already starting to make some first paths. This is like our campfire where the people just go talking. For example, the women who don't actually have a job, because there's nothing I can give them to do just yet. And yeah, we want to work on production like a fishing dock soon, because we are going to need some food, and in the winter we cannot fish, so that's pretty important. So where is my, yeah, I have my hatchery here, so maybe we'll place the fisher thing like a little bit on the side here, like right next to it, so it can kind of come together there. It could be cool. So we have finished our first house. So the Skrinic family has the first house, and he works at the camp center, so he's actually like the mayor. Yeah, which is why he got his first house. Yarima Skrinic is the mayor, and he can like live here, and his wife and his 2 little children, Oresta and Oleg. They live there, and it's just like, this is our first house, guys. Oh my god, this is just like, I miss this game so much. As I probably told you a million times already, I'm sorry. It's just like, it's like, remember when you have this game that you just like really love, and then you can just go back to it at some point, like, oh my god, I couldn't wait for this moment. And this is me and Ostriv. It's just, and it's not to say that the other games we play aren't fantastic, but this game is just so epic. Okay, so we have hatchery here. I really love watching them build it, because I think it's really fun and different approach to city builders, that they can actually see it, that it's not just like, you know, like building itself automatically and stuff. You can actually see them do the process, and I think it's really fun and really interesting, and it adds to sort of a realism of the game, because it does take a little while to build this sort of thing. And remember, this is only Alpha 2, so how many more amazing things are gonna have in this game? Oh, it's just so good. So we're gonna have a thatchery. We'll see if we can have some women working there. I would love to do that, especially the mayor wife. She can be like the first woman with the job or something. Is it done? It's done, yes. Higher options. See, we're only gonna allow women to work here because we have too many works for men. Ooh, Zemliana. She's the wife of Miroshnichenko, Kalenik, and Shulzenko. Okay, I actually want the mayor's wife to work there, so I'm gonna fire them again, and a different woman will show up. Krivitska and Kushner, that's still not the woman I want. Kalenik, we'll try again. Vitviska, Miroshenko, no, she just doesn't want to work. I guess she doesn't need to, because he makes a little bit more money than the other people. He should be making like maybe twice as much, but just generally more. So maybe she's like, I don't want to work, I don't need to. I would really like her to work there. Oksana. Let's try it one more time. Let's see if we can get Oksana to work there. Yes, Oksana Skrinik. Okay. And you can see she's already going. She's like, fine, I'll go work at the thatchery. And she's gonna make us some thatch. They have a certain amount of reed. Then they grab it, they put it in, then they'll turn it into thatch. So, like, look at this. Well, we're already up to April, so we're gonna need to do this fisherman thing soon to be able to actually have some food. So people can eat it, but we're now building our next house. We'll see which family gets lucky to have the next house. And we can here see the wealth of the family, and it's slowly increasing because he already has a job and so does she. So it's gonna get a little bit better. And we can actually give them some money from the treasury, which wasn't there before, so they would like leave if they didn't have money. So I think that's cool. But I like making it possible for them to actually handle the money. And some families are better at it, so they'll like be spending responsibly. But some are really bad at it, and they always go to zero. You're like, no, don't leave. And it's just really funny. And I really enjoy that. Okay, so the guy is working and she's moving back and forth. What is she? She's going to the house to eat, I presume, or something like that. You can even click on her and see like what is she doing. She's taking a rest. She can show her path, or you can follow her. And we've gotten our second house for the Miroshnichenko family, or however you read that, with Natalia and Mstislav. Ooh, he has a son, Roman and Veselka. Ooh, Veselka, that's a great name. It means like it's like a I don't know. It's like a happy celebration. I don't know how to. Where it's like dancing there and stuff like that. And the fact that the girl is named that is really funny. It's really cool. So yeah, that's really fun. Also, if any of you are Russian or Ukrainian, I guess. Sorry, not Russian. Then and I pronounce it badly. Just tell me. But like, yeah. I love that her name is Veselka. That's so good. Oh, that's great. It might like, maybe the accent is not there in the word I mean, but it doesn't matter. It's close, that's the point. So we have set up 4 houses. We're gonna need more houses, obviously, because that's not enough. We have 9 families. So I'm gonna build another house here. Do you want to, actually, I'm gonna create a sort of like a path here. You can see that you want to disable sniping. If you click Alt, then I can place this here, because I'm gonna create a path for them to go through towards like the fisher stuff over there. Like the fishermen are gonna have like a very sort of like a small alleyway between the houses. And then I'm going to build a couple more houses on this side. We're going to have them a little bit closer to each other. So we're going to have, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's just 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on this side and 3 on 1, 2, 3 on this side. So we need 1 more on this side. It's going to be 4. And I am actually thinking we could have the 5th house kind of rotated, kind of turning in. And this whole place in the middle is going to be like for... Just turn it a little bit like that. The place in the middle is going to be like for the big, like... some like more like inner production and markets and stuff like that. It might be a pretty big place, but I'm going to try it this way. So it's going to go like inside. And this is like going to be a path through, and we're going to have a secondary path in through there, and maybe something here. We'll see. We'll see how well it will kind of build around. So just gonna have like this. Maybe even we have it like straight this way, and this is gonna be like a triangle. We're gonna have a couple buildings this way, like oriented. We'll see. We'll see how it will go. We'll find out. And we have our first 2 houses. You can see the tents have disappeared because the guys have moved into the houses. Another house is for a Kalanic family. The man is working at the smithy and the woman is unemployed. And you can even see our population and see like how many people we have unemployed somewhere. Yeah, we have 13 people working. Unemployment 27%. All the men are employed, but 55% of the women are unemployed. That's okay. So right now we could, for example, we have already full amount of women here, but if we didn't, we could just add some more, like just give them a stuff. Even though they don't really need to do anything, they probably don't need 4. We could get away with like 2. But I want to allow them to have money, and we have enough money at the moment, so we can afford it. But yeah, this is it's really cool. So he's working at the smithy, so he's gonna be moving here eventually and making some cool stuff like. Oh, we actually oriented it wrong. It's not like this to be like in 90 degrees. I might change it later. We do not have enough charcoal or iron, so we might want to start building something to that, but we're gonna do that in the next episode. So click on the right top to watch the next episode of Ostriv if it's done already. If it's not, then click on the right bottom to watch me play Cliff Empire, which I'm sure you enjoy as well. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!